Nothing loaded in yet, so all right, boom. Now we see the play one coming up. So now tune is finished. We press play. Boom. Now we're Cassel. Welcome back to another tutorial on reactive metal. Today we're going to be making a cutscene tutorial. So cutscene tutorial where you can move the camera. Okay, hold a second. Whatever. So basically, we want to move the camera, and we want to make it like some kind of intro or something like that, kind of like an intro tutorial. So when you join a game, there's a little cutscene that plays, and yeah, basically that's it. And then there's like a play button after that shows after. So we're gonna make like a quick little map here. We're gonna make a few like objects just so it doesn't look like, just so we can see how it works, obviously. So let's just make some random stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a ball pit for some reason. I don't know. I'm just thinking of that. I know it's kind of random, but like, uh, okay, right here. Actually, before anything, maybe we can make this right here. Oh, it's a bad green. What's that? Basically, let's make your map. Um, let's go to our toolbox. Maybe, I always like using the classic house for my tutorials, apparently. I don't even know. So I don't know. I'm just putting random stuff at this point, but you know, slides, the classic one. Oh, what the hell is this? No, bro, what was that? Classic slide. The OG. Oh, what the hell? That looks weird. Okay. That looks weird. Yeah, at that point, just leave it. And then we're gonna make some random stuff here. I'm not sure how you can actually put some studs on the parts. Yeah, I will legit have no clue right now. But whatever. Let's make like a little ball pit. Because balls, you know, funny. Uh, certainly. This should just spread out eventually due to the physics engine. Whatever. Okay, now to the real tutorial. So let's say you have a part. Now I'm gonna go a little bit fast just because I wasted so much time on this. So we have a part. Now this could be considered our camera part, our initial camera part, because this is where our camera should first start. And actually, let's make this anywhere. So what do you want your initial camera part to be? You want it in your starting position, like right here. But then you want another part. So let's call this part A. So, or this part A, okay, part A. And then part B would be your ending point. If not, if you want to make more than one, like tweens, you just do like part, actually I'll show you in the end. So if you want more, just pretty much repeat the process. So this would be part B, which would be the ending point, where the camera will, where the camera will end moving when it ends tweening. All right, so you can actually rotate this. Now sometimes, if it's, I might be wrong though, I might be wrong. If it's on the z-axis, you can't, the camera won't apply the rotation if you're rotating the part on the z-axis, but it could work, and I'm pretty sure it does work if you rotate on the y-axis. I'm not sure if that's y-axis, I have no clue. Could be the x-axis. Or the, I don't know, this is z-axis, I actually have no clue. This could be the y-axis actually. Basically in the green rotation. If you can see the green rotation, usually this doesn't work with cameras. Now I'll be showing you how to do it later in the script, but you can rotate this in only two directions, if not less. If you want it to apply to the camera as well. That's what I'm saying. Whatever. So these are our, you have one right here. this is point A, point B, basically. All right, now let's get to the actual. Let's get to the actual script now. Okay, so first let's actually make a player. I mean, we can do. Actually, you know what? Let's not do a remote event. Let's just do one client script, and then when it ends, so we usually want this only to happen like once, so when the player joins, unless you want it to happen like another time while the like after the first intro has already played. Um, but usually that's not the case. So usually you just want to play once and that's it. You can only play it again when you rejoin. Um, but whatever. You know what? Why not? Actually, let's just do it similar to how we did it last tutorial. So this script right here, remote event, so intro. This remote event is just gonna fire the intro. That's literally it. Local remote equal game.replicate storage dot intro. So every time we fire this intro, it'll basically play the intro. And we're gonna make that function in the client script. So when a player joins, game the player is the player added. Connect function player. So this is when the player joins. And then intro or remote. Hold on. Remote fire client player. So whenever player joins, this player right here, whenever a player joins, this will be the player, and we fire it to the client or to a player's client. So this is the intro. Now this is why do we fire our remote event. It's obviously because the changes will be appearing on the player's client, not on the server, because the client is basically only the player can see it, right? Obviously, you don't want like the entire server to see it, everyone in the game. You don't want everyone in the game to see it, unless you do, which would be different. You would just have like, I guess you just have fire all clients then, but you only fire one client, and it's the player that joins. So whenever a player joins, we fire the intro remote event. So now we can start on the script or the local script for the intro. So local remote, which is a remote we just fired, game.replicate storage dot intro. Okay, so remote dot on client event because we fired it from the server onto the client. Connect function. All right, and player is I think there's no parameters, so we'll get the local player. Actually, do we need a local player? I don't think we need a local player. Actually, yeah, we probably do. Game the player is the local player, so it's a local player. Not right now. I mean, we could save it a little. Doesn't matter. So the tweening. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to change the camera position to this right here, to the position of this part. And let's actually make this like half transparent just so it doesn't look weird. Oops, what the hell did I do? Like this. So this is part point A, I guess you can say. So let's get the cam, and we can do this by game that workspace or not game. Yeah, I think is it game that workspace dot current cam. Yeah, it's in the workspace. So this is the camera, and then the current camera is the camera that's currently facing the player. So just for a recap or for a review, you guys don't know anything about cameras, so I'm gonna teach you a bit about cameras. So cameras, they have some properties in them. So if I go to the player right now, I'm not sure if it's player or if it's the camera, the current camera. So custom. So as you can see, the workspace and camera. The camera is basically local, even though it's on workspace. So camera subject is a humanoid. Humanoid is part of our player. So whenever we basically move, the camera follows our player. Camera type is custom. It's custom because we can change the camera angles and everything. Like this. We can change the camera. It's not fixed. It's not a fixed angle of a camera. Field of view. You can change the field of view like this. Right? Or 50. Well, like 5. I don't know. Yeah, like this basically. Okay, let's make it normal. field of view mode, and yeah, that's a camera. I think you can also change other parts. So like camera type, yeah, I can make it like, so this is what we'll be manipulating. So usually when you want to script a camera, you want to change the camera type to scriptable like this. And as you can see, it's not following our player anymore because we put it to scriptable. If it's fixed like this, it's actually kind of the same thing basically. If it's follow, it's like kind of weird. I don't know. Oh, that's watch. Never mind. Attach is like weird. I don't know. Attach is weird. I don't know. Oh, you can only basically. Oh, you can actually move it. And watch. Why is it attach? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, they're just weird camera types, honestly. Anyways, these are camera types. So if you want to make an intro and set a camera part or set the camera position to a certain parts position, like this one, you want to make it scriptable. So the camera type, enum, the camera type, that's scriptable, so we can script it. It's self-explanatory. Okay. Cam.cFrame equal game, or actually let's make a variable for it just so it's not like weird. So local camera part one equals game.workspace.part a. Okay, I always save. Let's not do it now so we don't waste time. Equals camera part one dot cFrame. Oops. I had camera part A. Actually, let's do camera part A just so it makes sense because we're doing part A. Okay. Let's just save this. Save this to Roblox. Okay. We'll do this tween. We don't have to save it, but whatever. Tween cameras intro tutorial. Just wait like a few seconds. I always automatically save that second nature, honestly. Okay, we're back. So we did these two lines. Let's check it out. So I don't think it works. Oh yeah. Okay, so usually because for some reason, you'd kind of have to repeat this line right here. So camera type, I think you have to repeat it until it works. Because if you do it once, like I don't know how to explain it, but like, so wait. And then until camera type is scriptable. So basically, I think what it is when you join, or when this script starts executing, I think it executes very fast, so, or it runs very fast before the camera type is set. So usually the camera type is set after, or we can actually do like a wait. I'm not sure. Maybe a wait could work, but I think a repeat loop would work better. It's a very simple repeat loop. So it repeats this process until the camera type is set to scriptable. And it actually works, by the way. That happened last tutorial. It was weird. All right. So as you can see, now that's weird. So it is fixed, as you can see, but it's facing in a weird direction. Now, I think the reason is because it's facing up like this. It was facing like, I think it was facing like this right here, like that. So I'm not sure if you can rotate this. I'm not sure if it works. We'll have to see. But when you tween it, though, the thing is when you tween, it does make, okay, as you can see right here, it does change the direction. Let's see if we can actually do something like this. So it's not upside down. I know it's weird. It's kind of confusing. Oh God, what happened here? Did I anchor this? Oh, I didn't anchor this. Everything except the balls. Yeah, funny. Right. I'm not sure if I did this correctly. But it's still upside down for some reason. But I think, did I? Oh, I'm so dumb. Make sure the the camera parts are anchored. Oh my God, why not? I apologize for that. So make sure the camera parts are anchored just so they don't move. They're fixed. So they're completely fixed. Actually, I think I should have just, yeah, okay. So as you can see, the camera, okay. Rewind. Uh, Make sure your camera parts are anchored. All right, I don't know if anything happened here in the script. So this is, okay. I was thinking it was weird because usually the camera faces forward like this. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually facing this direction right here. So what we can do, we can make these anchored too, just so it's not weird. We can actually rotate this so it faces this direction. Now it should work because, or I don't know, it could actually should work just because we're not tweeting it yet. And I think the reason why, because we're not tweening it yet. So usually when you tween, it also sets the C frame. And I have that. So this is the balls, right? So this is where our camera is. Now we want to tween. Now usually when you have, usually when you tween, I don't know why, but for some reason, when you tween, the rotation of the parts between like the camera A and camera B, or the part A and the part B, the rotation, at least in terms of the Y direction, I'm not sure if this is the Y direction, the Y axis, it doesn't really apply, or it doesn't really change the tween. So I don't know why, but there is a way to go over that. It's pretty simple actually. It's not very complicated. So now let's actually make the tween. So let's make the camera go from here to here. That's it. All right. So now let's make some tweens. So to make a tween, okay, if you don't know what a tween is basically is something is used to move parts. Now you can also tween GUIs like buttons on the screen, etc., or frames. Tweening, now tweening, actually tweening for GUIs is much more simpler, but the type of tweening we're doing like for the camera is the same as tweening for the parts, because cameras still have some properties that are similar to parts. For example, C-frame, because that's pretty much what a part would have. It's a C-frame. So we're gonna manipulate the camera as we would a part. So we're gonna make a tween. So first we need to make a tween info list. So local tween. I think we might need more than one. Actually, we just need one. Tween info, just so it's simpler. Tween info. Tween t info. I don't know. T info equals tween info dot new. So this is built-in kind of thingy majingy. And basically what it does, hold on. Did I do something? No, okay. So it's basically a list. So let's actually just make some space. So the first thing in the list is the number, which should be the amount of time. So the amount of how fast you want the tween to be. So we're gonna just make this like, let's make it long. 5 is not too long. 4. Okay, comma, easing style, enum dot easing style dot, you can make it anything. Elastic is cool. Bounce is also cool, but if you want something more like professional, maybe something like cubic or sine, I don't know. Let's do something a bit different. Enum dot easing direction is in, out, in, out. So in is like it's going in, out is like it's going out. So basically in is, if I'm correct, in is it starts slow, ends fast. Out the opposite, so starts fast, ends slow. In, out is both, so starts slow, in the middle it's fast, at the end it's also slow. So I always like out for some reason. Out is always the best for me. Boolean number is probably how many times you want to repeat. Let's put 0. Boolean, set this to false. I think this is for override. And the last thing, you probably just ignore that. Alright, so that's the only important stuff. Okay, that's a tween info. Local goal. So local goal is where you want it to end at. Where you want it to end. And I think, okay. The C frame, it has to be in a C frame. You could do the C frame, but just so we're safe. Now you can actually make this a, sorry, hold on a minute. Goal is actually, I think goal is an array. It has to be an array. So like this. And then you can actually add stuff to it. It doesn't have to be C frame. So we can also add, for example, the transparency of the tween, or the transparency of the part that you're tweening, the color, all different types of properties. Although we're using a camera, and that wouldn't really matter, like the transparency. I don't think transparency is part of a camera. Like, I don't think that's a property of it. It only has C frame though. Or I don't know, C frame? Does it have C frame? Oh no, it's the current camera, so it probably does have C frame. If we're actually making it scriptable, it does, I think it would like have a C frame if it's scriptable. I don't know. I think I'm just making you guys confused. So local goal is an array, and you can add stuff to it. Now the main thing you want is a C frame. So C frame is a position. So C frame dot new. Now just in case we want to make some rotations, so like we want to put some angles, we're gonna do C frame dot new instead of doing like part dot C frame. So C frame dot new, and then we do like camera. So we make another variable right here. Part B. So camera part B dot position. So right here, C frame dot new, camera part B dot position, and we can add stuff to it if you want, like for example, an angle. In this case, we might need that. That's the only reasonable thing we might add to this array. Other than that, you can just leave it. All right. So now I think that's really it. Okay. So tween info. I think is it create? I'm not sure. Okay. I also forgot you do need tween service. So local tween service equal game get service. Not get children. Oh my god. Tween service right here to create the tween. Let's put this in the beginning because why not? Okay, so tween service create, and then we put all of our stuff that we made. So the first thing is the part that we're tweening, which is the cam. So let's do cam. We're tweening the cam, we're moving it. And then the tween info. So tween info that we just made. Tween info, where is it? Tween info. T info, it's called T info. We call it T info. So that's the list of all the property. So the time, the easing style, the direction. And these two, well, you just ignore these. Those are not really important. And then property table. So as you can see, the property table, this is what I was talking about. So this is basically the goal. And then all we added really is the C frame. Now, well, we'll test it out, and we might want to add some more to this table. So let's do goal. So this is the ending part of this is the ending goal, I guess you can say. It's the ending goal. It's the goal, is what we want to happen at the end. All right. And I think that's it. We can just do play right here. Play. Or we can save this into a variable and play, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see how this works. So you set the C frame, this is the beginning, and then we can tween the camera. Let's see how this works. Oh, hold on. I think, did I do something wrong? Unable to cast to dictionary. Okay, that was weird. Create. Tween service. Okay. Do I have to make a variable on this? So camera move equals camera move. Oh, tween cancel. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Okay, so basically, let's see where it is. Camera part B. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, because I'm... let's see. Hold a minute. Did I do something wrong here? Because I think... Oh, okay, hold a minute. Hold a minute. So for the... Oh, this is actually a dictionary. So goal, the property table is a dictionary, so because sometimes it's confusing just because of the syntax. So C frame equals, so C frame, you want the tween or the script to know. So when the script is going through this property table, it's going through, okay, well, the goal is we want the position, which is the same as a C frame, essentially, is this position right here. And the reason why we do this is because it can store more than just the position. Again, like it can store transparency, color, etc. Right here, we're just referring to the position. This is where we want the end goal to be in terms of the position. So yeah, I know it's kind of confusing. It's only really the syntax is confusing, but it's a dictionary. That's how dictionaries are. Okay, there we go. It rotates and then it goes. So as you can see, when I say this is kind of wacky. So let's say if you rotate this right here. Actually, so if you rotate this here, let's see if it maintains the same angle. And if it doesn't, there's a way we can fix that. As you can see, even if you rotated the part, it doesn't change anything at all. I'm like even this part right here. So I don't think if you rotate this part, it will start on a weird direction. So it's like, yeah. So it's all facing this direction. As you can see, it's facing this direction. So how can we make it so? Let's actually change this to the direction we had before. And how do we make it so this is facing this direction, not in this direction? So it's very simple. We're going to make an angle. So a local angle, which would be facing the other direction. So it would be 180 degrees. Basically, yeah, 180 degrees. And around the y-axis or the z-axis, I don't know. I think this is the y-axis. So we'll do cframe.angles and then 0, 0, 0. If it's on the y-axis, probably on the y-axis, so we'll do math.rad, and we want to do 180. Okay, by default it's on degrees, but usually we want it on radians just because it works so much better. But in terms of like the Roblox, in terms of like, I don't know how to explain honestly. But you just want it math.rad. So you just want to make it convert to radians instead of degrees, 180 degrees in radians. So we can have the camera to face instead of this direction, so from here, then rotate to there. We can have the camera rotate from here and then maintain the same direction. So basically, instead of this one, this direction, the camera facing this direction, 180 degrees. All right. Now, how do we actually apply this? All we have to do is multiply this by the angle, and that's pretty much it. So, right here, so we multiply this by the C-frame that we made in the goal dictionary. All right, let's see how this works. Probably it's a break or something. There you go, it worked. So let's kind of make this kind of just look lame. So let's kind of make it so. Now this should probably work. I'm not sure. All right. I don't know. Let's make it more cooler, because honestly, it does look kind of lame. So let's see if this looks any better. I think so. Usually, if you want to make it is kind of weird. It is kind of wacky. You also want to play around with the angle if you want to change the angles. Not sure, but if you don't have to, I don't know. Last time I worked with it, actually, never mind, never mind. Last time I worked with it, I did have to do the same thing. So you would want to like play around with the angles. So maybe like a 200 now. Well, if it's rotating this way, I'm not sure. I think that's how you want to do it. Like that. So I can see it's kind of actually like rotating. But that's pretty cool. You can mess around with this. You can also do like other directions. So I think this is x-axis. So do math.rad. The reason why we do math.rad is because we want it in radians instead of degrees. By default it's degrees, but we want to change to radians. So we'll do like a little bit of a 15 on this side. Maybe 220. That looks cool. So you see how this looks. Nice. Actually, oh no, hold on. It's actually not. I don't think it's the right axis. I think it should be on the Z. Okay. Let's see here. Let's change the time to like 6. All right. I think this is good enough. We can keep these in their places, make them transparent. Let's see how this works. Yeah, that looks weird. Hold on a minute. How do I... That's weird. Maybe I should make the same thing. I don't know. Probably. Probably copy and paste these. Let's see. I don't even know. Nice. This looks nice. Okay. I really love this. It looks so smooth. Okay. It's satisfying, honestly, to look at this. Anyways, that's last thing is make a button. Probably the simplest part. So let's make it. We're gonna make a really simple one. I don't want to like spend so much time on it like last time. So we'll do like a text button right here. So we'll call it play. And I think this time, okay, I did not know that tween, like the tween service had a cancel or stop function. I'm so stupid, I think. Honestly, I could have used that before, but I'm honestly really dumb. Whatever. So change the size of this. I think we want a scaled. Wait, hold a second. Not 0.5, but like, I just want us to be scaled, that's all. Yeah, these are scaled. We want to scale just in case. Because usually I don't really, I always use the properties. I will always type in my size and, uh, positions. But now I realize I don't really have to. Because I can drag this. But before, I think dragging this makes it awesome. I don't know why. Last time I remember it happened like that. So that's why I didn't do it for a pretty long time. Whatever. So background, transparencies, make this fast. Where is this? Play. Uh, source sans bold. And if you can make another tweening thing, actually, whatever. Actually, maybe not. Let's make it cool. I don't even know, honestly. Background transparency 0.5. Just like this. Make it like covering the entire screen. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, good enough. I don't know, it looks bad. It looks honestly really bad, but you can really change it, honestly. Um, I'll just make this black, actually. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, yeah, let's manipulate this using our the same script. So we'll do, by default, it should be, so play, get the play button. So local play button equals script.parent script.parent screen UI dot play. Play button by default should be false. That visible was false. Oh, that visible should be invisible. Okay. And then we can just tween it again. Like make another tween. And this time it's for GUI and it's a bit different. So GUI and parts are different when you're tweening them. I mean, you can use like tween info lists and property tables for GUIs, but honestly, it's not necessary at all. Whatever. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Actually, let's not. Let's make it quick. So play button dot visible equal true. Play button dot mouse button one click. Connect function. A camera move. I think cancel camera. What is it? Camera type equals enum the camera type dot custom. So now it's the regular camera type, which is facing the player. Or we're gonna, I think by actually, yeah, if you just set it to custom, it will automatically set it to the player, so you don't have to worry about that. All right. What you can do actually, I can do just so this looks nice. The for I equals 0.01 do play button dot background transparency. You know what? Let's not waste time. Okay. So we have the intro right here. Okay, let's actually. Or we can tween it again, honestly. Maybe we should tween it again. That look nicer. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's actually just set this play button right here. Let's set this like outside the screen, so it comes up. Legend cannot do that right now. 1.2. Let's also make it 0.5, 0.5. And then right here on items 0.5. Okay. So now all we can do now is play button tween position. There's another tween function, but it's for GUIs. It's much more faster to do. And all we have to do is basically udem2.new 0.5 is 0.8, for example. Yeah, 8 is good. 0 enum.easing direction this time. That's first for some reason. Out enum.easing style dot sum 0.4 false. That's for GUIs. Okay. Okay. And then we can, when it gets pressed, we can tween it again just outside the screen. So we'll do 1.3. That's outside the screen on the y-axis. Pretty much that's it. Okay. Let's see how this works. So actually, let's make a wait here, like wait 3, so we can see a bit of the intro itself without like spam clicking play. All right. Oops. Oh God, why did I do this? Let's see here. Player GUI. Screen GUI is not. I think we need a wait for child real quick. Wait for child. Screen GUI. That okay. Oops. Screen GUI. Dot. Or just do another wait for child just in case. Wait. Okay. Because I don't think it loaded in yet. So, all right. Boom. Now we see the play one coming up. So now, tween is finished. We press play. Boom. Now it cuts to our character and we can move. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's actually kind of a fun tutorial, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely time consuming. It is time consuming because of all like the tween info lists and all that, and then testing. But I mean, it's worth it. I really liked the tutorial. Pretty fun. You know, it was worth all that hard work. If you want more, comment down what you want next and subscribe, like, so more people can see this. And also, if you want suggestions, please, for the love of God, if you want suggestions in the comment, please like make reasonable suggestions. I don't want like stupid suggestions like how to make I don't know, like really stupid suggestions. I know you guys, okay? I know you guys. Don't make stupid like suggestions. Don't make like I don't know. I was trying to think of someone when someone suggested me to make a really stupid idea. Whatever. I hope you enjoy this. I will see you guys in the next one. Toodles.